Hello everyone, my name is Jack. I'm one of the procrastinators. At university, I often set up many tasks, a lot of goals. However, most of the time, I only want to play silly games. I often lack motivations to do my projects. When a deadline gets closer, that's when I become more nervous and I finally start to do my work. As a result, my grades aren't that bad. However, I don't really make enough effort. Procrastination is having very high expectations. It's like walking on a wood board that's 10 meters long and 1 meter wide. If you set your expectations very high, it's like putting that piece of wood between two 10-story buildings. Therefore, we are all afraid to fall, and we are also afraid of whether we will succeed or fail. For example, sometimes I secretly hope that my experiment will fail. So in that case, I won't have to face the next task, which will be a lot harder. As a result, we are afraid to take the first step. A deadline is just like a ball of fire. When the fire is so close to us, the sense of fear drives us through, leading us to get through to the deadline, although it has questionable quality. What makes things very scary is that some procrastinators enjoy the feeling of sudden release after passing a deadline. Sometimes procrastination might turn out nicely at the end, and when this happens, the procrastinator often celebrates how efficient they were. At the same time, sometimes I spend a lot of time thinking about a project, but it doesn't turn out great and I feel embarrassed. And sometimes that feelings will pass on to the next project. This will always become my excuse when the result is not great. We can always put blame on that I didn't put my best effort into it. But if I had have done my best, the result would have been much better. I used to delay a dissertation for a couple of months without motivation to complete it. A friend of mine who studies psychology suggested that I ignore the result of the dissertation and aim to write the worst dissertation I could. In each hour, I should try and write 1 page of it. I was very surprised when I read through it. The worst dissertation was not actually that bad at all. This method greatly decreased my mental stress, just like putting that piece of wood board onto the ground. Many times when I am under pressure, I would avoid the things I need to do and choose to do the things that make me feel relaxed. Hello, Jack. However, psychological experiments show that it's not the best strategy to satisfy this short period of demand. From the long-term perspective, it will reduce the self-satisfaction and happiness of a person. Think about it. When you delay your work, you're having fun with something pointless. Guilt and anxiety will come. In order to solve the problem, I will try to list down what I want to do and put it aside. Then I will focus on my work and refer to the list. All the while, I cannot wait to do what I want. Before finishing all my work, if I couldn't control myself, I will admit this is wrong. I don't have to escape from my mistake. The best way to prevent future procrastination is to forgive yourself for procrastinating in the past. Don't blame yourself or get immersed in self-directed negative talk. Objectively understand the current situation and then plan for yourself. You will have to change your way of thinking to overcome procrastination. It is not easy, but it's not impossible. Here are a few tips to avoid procrastination by talking to yourself. Number 1. I choose I want instead of I must or I need to. Number 2. I will do this task 1 step at a time instead of this task is too hard for me. Number 3. I will start so-and-so today instead of I will finish so-and-so today. Number 4. I can be ordinary instead of I must be perfect. Number 5. To rest is to prepare for the longer journey ahead instead of taking breaks and rest equals to being lazy. Thank you for watching my story. Hope it helps.